everybody, how's it going? StormeDegree 14 here, welcome back to another Nostalgia Critic reaction. I'm going to be reacting to Nostalgia Critic's newest video of his review on Charlotte's Web. Now, this is not the animated Charlotte's Web, this is the live-action one from a couple years ago. I honestly did find this one quite enjoyable, and I didn't think it was too far-fetched from the original. But honestly, I don't remember that much from it, other than I think maybe a few small things, but nothing in specific. So, I mean, I do love the story of Charlotte's Web. It's a very beautiful one. That being said, let's see what he thinks of this live-action remake. In 3, 2, 1.
So brought to you by Exter. Keep track of your wallet no matter where it is.
Let's do this, dog! Woohoo!
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
We know that.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
What?
Okay, stop!
Oh. Did you not like it?
So I'll be honest, I don't know what the current reaction to the 2006 release of Charlotte's Web is. Maybe a younger generation has grown up with this movie and loved it. Maybe they grew up with it and hated it. But at the time it came out, everyone I knew had the same reaction, which was, meh. Nobody said it was a bad movie, but nobody had the same reaction they did to the original E.B. White story or 1973 cartoon.
That's true.
Now, most of us see the original book as a classic, but we're going to be totally honest, the cartoon is a little corny.
Zooey, what do you see? The great
It was. Hey, I'll never shy away from a barbershop quartet. Hey ho, what do you know? Circleman's favorite pig or famous pig.
Maybe a little bit corny. But it's corny in a way that's simple and genuine.
Right.
It isn't trying to give you an emotional powerhouse, it's trying to give you a small story that slowly sneaks in its emotional moments without you even realizing.
Correct.
Similar to the book. The movie really doesn't do that. It's all too aware this is a beloved children's classic, so it tries way too hard to give you a beloved children's classic, as opposed to just giving you a good story. But it's got a decent heart, doesn't play too much to what kids found popular at the time, and who knows, maybe kids did connect to the constantly emotional storytelling as, well, kids are constantly emotional.
Right.
Either way, I'm gonna go back and see if this film captures any of the charm of the original story, or if it's just overprocessed sausage.
I have. Oh.
20 years later, let's take a look back
Bad
at
choice of words, Doug.
the adorable Charlotte's Web.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
It's role taken from the illustrations of the book. We get narration from Sam Shepard.
There was nothing special about Somerset County. It was a deeply ordinary place.
Hence why my enthusiasm is at Costner levels.
Yeah.
It's about a spring when everything became different.
A little girl did something. Something that would change everything.
What did she do?
She survived the Cat in the Hat movie. There's medals for that.
Oh, dang. If that's the case, then yeah, she really does win, like, a lot of medals. That's a rough one. Gotta be honest.
That is Dakota Fanning as a farm girl named Fern.
Was she actually the same
The birth of a litter of
actor?
pigs. And might witness the execution of one, too.
What are you doing?
Cool.
Go back to bed.
You're not gonna kill it, are you?
Well, let me tell you where most of the meat and chicken McNuggets comes from.
No, it's
Yeah,
not fair.
I was gonna say.
Not being born small.
Careful.
If I'd been born small, would you have killed me?
How'd you know your mother and I had that talk? Oh, of course not, of course not. Here.
Jeez.
Fern says she'll take care of the pig, leading to an edit. I'm not sure.
I wonder how many of this watched this very scene and thought, you know, maybe I should go vegan. I wonder how many people watched this movie and thought that. I didn't think that way, but I have a feeling some people did.
Sure is meant to be funny or not.
Absolutely will not let you kill him.
Well, she lost that.
Damn.
But when she found out how delicious Wilbur was, she asked if their baby calf could be next.
Fern was up before dawn, ridding the world of injustice.
She does end up calling the pig Wilbur, and this is where Fanning's maybe too grown-up acting works against the film. See, she's supposed to like the pig so much, she sneaks him into school.
Right.
I can see a kid who doesn't know any better doing that, but when that kid acts and talks like this...
If I'd been born small, would you have killed me? There's no difference. How could you be so heartless? This is unfair and unjust.
Really see that same kid doing this and thinking she'd get away with it? No, she's
Not really.
Caroline. She'd probably brag about having her future science experiment.
Fern, what's going on?
Ha! I knew our desk needed an exorcist. I wasn't just sniffing too much Elmer glue. Wilbur also starts to get too big, so he's given to her uncle who owns a farm across the street.
Pigs are smart.
Pigs are not smart.
Apparently, they're as intelligent as dolphins.
I wouldn't say dolphins, but I actually do know that pigs are smart enough to be trained just like dogs are, so I agree, pigs are very intelligent.
At advantage dolphin.
Okay, so admittedly, the casting in this is really good.
Yeah.
Even Fanning with a little better direction.
The sheep is always the
could've
funny
pulled this
guy.
off fine. She's played similar parts before.
Oh, really? She
Strange
played in
problem
Money
with
But
the movie,
Totoro?
The casting's almost too good. There's people like Kathy Bates, Thomas Hayden Church, John Cleese, Robert Redford. All these powerhouse actors perfectly chosen for Charlotte's Web,
Yeah.
except it's Nickelodeon Charlotte's Web.
Mm.
Which
I actually
means
forgot
it's
about
gotta
that.
try really hard to be funny at times. And when it wants to be funny, it's very disjointed, overscored, and immature, which honestly
Yeah, a
is
little.
fine for a lot of Nickelodeon productions. But for
Oh.
a story this good and a
Oh, man. Poor SpongeBob. He was a great show, but fortunately, sometimes the bigger you get, the harder you fall.
cast
And
this good,
that's definitely true for SpongeBob.
it comes across as pretty awkward. Part of that might be they do have to work around the animals' movements, so it looks like they're reacting to what's going on. And yeah, I'm sure that's hard to do on what I'm sure was a tight shoot, so
True.
there's a lot of heavy editing whenever they talk, which makes it tricky for us to get into the moment because there's always an edit every few seconds.
That's fair, I guess.
Grow hair. Good one. Excuse me.
Is that your contribution to society?
Also, while most of the casting is pretty good, Cedric the Entertainer as a goose is really weird.
Hey kid, what's going on over
Yeah,
here?
a little.
I need something snappy, like Pig Supreme.
Oprah Winfrey plays the other goose, and she's fine, but everybody has a farm-type voice. Even John Cleese, you could sort of connect to an old British farm, though...
Yeah, like an
what's
old
English
sheep.
doing in Maine? And Cedric the Entertainer just doesn't match that at all. It'd be like having Maggie Smith on In Living Color. Some things just don't go.
That spider can talk. Because what's good
guess
for
that's
the
fair
goose
enough.
is good for the gander.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my bill?
Honestly, I thought they were ducks and not geese.
Oh,
But
wait,
no, that's
it's
clearly a
actually
goose.
Doolittle. And we all knew that film pulled it off great.
I think I'd better stay here. Brent's gonna be back soon anyway.
It's also interesting that they keep the same young voice for Wilbur throughout the film, even though he is supposed to grow up a bit. But A, it does make sense kids would relate to a character that sounds more like them than, well, Henry Gibson.
Yeah,
B, babe,
I guess.
big hit, big hit. We want something that's like that big hit.
Hi there.
Wasn't all
Templeton,
fast
the
in
mouse.
this, so it does take moments to slow down and let us know some of these animals. Steve Buscemi plays Templeton. Again, pretty ideal casting.
Yeah.
The CG most of the time doesn't look like he's really there. He moves like he's really there. Getting down the believable twitches a rat usually has while not distracting from what he's saying.
Correct.
Surprisingly, if anything, it plays more into it.
For your information, pig, we were here long before your kind and we'll be here long after.
We character actors practically built the entertainment industry.
Oh, dear.
I'm expecting you to finish your homework and go straight to bed.
But Mom, I always tell him goodnight.
We spend so much money keying this from day to night and dubbing in that good night line. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Night.
Wilbur feels bad for not being told
Aw.
good night, but a voice calms him down.
Right, and this is
saying
where he
if
meets
goes to
Charlotte.
sleep, she'll show who she is in the morning. And this, of course, is a spider named Charlotte, and
I get it.
Well, still want to chat?
by God, they're trying.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. I mean, honestly, I know someone who does this better. There's an animation series called Lucas the Spider, and he's like this cute little spider designed to cure people of arachnophobia. Honestly, I wasn't too upset with this design. I think no matter how I look at it, spiders are going to be to some degree creepy. Unfortunately.
Okay, so it's clear you can't go the human face route like in the cartoon
Right.
because that'd be even more
Also,
creepy.
why does she have antenna? Spiders don't have antenna like that.
So either guys shoot this thing from a distance, like let the voice work do all the heavy lifting, or you have to give an amazing design that'll win everybody over. Yes, the animals say she's ugly, but they're clearly trying to make her look cute.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's hard to make a spider look cute.
Yeah.
Even that Lucas the spider, who was originally
Oh,
designed to be
hey!
cute and make people less afraid of spiders, still pretty damn disturbing.
No, I like him. He's adorable. I disagree with you completely, Doug.
And while this is nowhere near the creepiest spider anyone's seen, it reminds me of that Simpsons where Homer suddenly wants to keep a lobster as a pet because
Oh, yeah, this
it's
part.
cute when no one else does. I feel like
God.
this is what the filmmakers saw, and this is what half the audience saw.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, that same episode, I still can't get over the fact that he accidentally killed the lobster by boiling it in the bath. And then he starts eating it as he's grooming it, or, oh my god, Speak! Oh my god. Grieving its death. I almost said the worst thing about. I am so sorry. Grieving is what I was trying to say. I swear. Oh. Okay, I gotta stop pausing.
I think any kids bought any dress-up spider dolls after this.
You have all your meals brought to you in a pail. I don't get that kind of royal treatment.
Also, if you've watched my channel, you know I'm not the biggest Julia Roberts fan, and I think picking her shows even more how too self-aware this film might have been. Choosing who everybody called America's sweetheart at the time to play the role. Similar to
I
how
guess
Tom
so.
Hanks plays Mr. Rogers or Geppetto or Walt Disney to a point where it's kinda distracting. But I have seen her good in stuff, even in voice acting. And this
Oh
is
yeah, she was an ant boy.
unoffendable.
And have my beauty steal the show. Now go on and show them what a radiant pig can do.
Much like Mary Poppins, you need someone that can have a simple, loving demeanor that kids can connect to, but an elegant yet firm directness that shows she knows how the world works and can be very wise.
Right.
It's trickier than it sounds, and yes, Debbie Reynolds nails it in the 73 version. Roberts tries and sometimes gets it down, but she's more like a nice neighbor than eloquent wise woman.
I think
I
now
guess.
is the time for me to say salutations.
I don't for a minute believe she would ever say that. And when the character that introduced that word to most of us can't make it sound convincing, that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
But she does have more interest than our dear narrator.
There's an old expression that says that ignorance is bliss, and I'm inclined to believe it's true.
Like when I asked the director, how am I doing? And he said, fantastic, lots of personality. Bliss.
I get it, yeah.
Passes as the goose hatches her eggs, but one of them goes rotten. So Templeton takes it.
Right. And then it breaks open. Oh.
Exactly.
Okay, I know this is a really stupid thing to focus on, but excellent makes a lot more sense. Nobody will look at that situation and say exactly, they say excellent. It's not funny either way, and unless you're Vincent Price, you can't make it funny, but you can be consistent.
Yeah.
Anyway, this joke's much better when he sees Wilbur's got a big day coming to him next Christmas.
They're saving him for Christmas.
What's Christmas?
Oh.
The day you'll be cured.
Now that's a mean-spirited pun done right.
Yeah.
Typical rat.
What? You gonna lie to the future football here?
Damn.
Even in a lesser version, Templeton's still the best.
Yeah.
It says she'll find a way to save him the same way he saved her from Fern's brother. So she weaves a web blowing the farmers away.
Right. Some pig. I wonder.
I prefer the version where Charlotte has a real sick sense of humor.
Oh, come on.
The whole town is blown away by what they see.
It's a miracle.
And I know I've seen some weird shit on this farm.
Hmm.
But after a few weeks, the interest dies down.
I just have to get the right word written. Something that makes Wilbur so special that Zuckerman will never think about killing him again.
What gets attention on the web? How about science proves, but I say...
How about extra crispy?
How about?
Dang. Dang.
We all remember that line from the great E.B. White. And then the cow farted, knocking the rat on his ass. Newbery Award well earned. They figure out other words to use, once again getting the town's attention. For
I wonder how they
instance,
did
the
that.
doctor, played by Beau Bridges, who's about as sensible as his character in The Wizard.
Think that animals can talk.
I don't know. Maybe an animal said something to me and I didn't hear it because I wasn't paying attention.
Cute. But seriously, Ritalin?
Everyone is saying it's some kind of miracle, but...
But what? The web itself is a miracle.
I'm starting to question your degree as a doctor in... whimsy? There's a school for that?
Really?
They sent Templeton out to find more words Charlotte can put on her web. As we cut to two crows, played by Thomas Hayden Church and Andre.
I actually do remember this part. This part I always liked.
Doing a pretty pointless but pretty funny routine about always seeing the same guy in every field.
Yeah.
How can he be in every cornfield? He is following us.
I hate that guy.
Unless a spider writes something nice above his head, in which case I find him amazing.
Right. And then he flies after her and they
More
move
words
him.
and Charlotte again spins her web, convincing the farmer to enter Wilbur in the town's fair. Sadly, Charlotte won't be going with, though.
I'm just not up to traveling at the moment.
Why not?
Because I'm expecting.
Right.
They bathe Wilbur in buttermilk.
I've had this dream.
Ew.
That ain't right.
How do they not
That
notice?
ain't right.
How do they never notice him and just try to kill him?
But once again, Charlotte hears Wilbur could still be in an IHOP's menu, so she tags along to help him out, bringing Templeton with her.
Have you heard that good things come to those who wait?
No, good things come to those who find it and shove it in their mouth.
Is nobody else hearing this?
Holy crap.
Sees a boy she likes
Out
in
of
the class
context,
and
that's
sees
hilarious.
Burn up there? Oh, wait. She's with a boy. She is. She's with a boy.
Dear, you can say it. This is surprising for a number of reasons.
I guess.
I don't know what this is, but I love it.
Ew. And nobody notices?
Typical state fair food.
Eh, fair
Find
enough,
some more
yeah.
words for Charlotte. You know, for someone who's a salutation,
Or like at a KFC, yeah, I went there.
she sure is limited in her vocabulary, and she once again weaves her magic. However, it looks like the pig next to them already won the blue ribbon.
Because he's the big fat one.
Look on the bright side, sweetie. Remember that bone china tea set you always wanted?
45% of bone
But it
pig
turns out
bone
the judges
ash.
saw the web last night, so they put together a special presentation to award Wilbur an even bigger honor.
Oh,
This handsome medal, a token of our amazement and our appreciation.
We only give this to soldiers who served in Nam and pigs. When he gets back, he sees that Charlotte has finally given birth.
right.
This
Her
is
eggs.
my magnum opus.
What's a magnet opus?
Look, kid, I'm dying. Can you give me one moment deprived of idiocy?
Yeah.
You did it all.
My webs were no miracle, Wilbur. I was only describing what I saw.
Through stolen words. This really is the web. Wilbur doesn't know
Come
what to do,
on.
So we asked Templeton to bring Charlotte's eggs.
Right.
Thank you, Templeton, for everything.
I never know what to make of him nodding to her. Like, I get it, he sees she's dying and it finally gets to him, but I would have liked it more if he either didn't know how to feel or if he just gave a nod so fast it could have been mistaken for a twitch.
Fair enough.
Slow-mo just seems like a little much. I mean, this dude was literally about to let hundreds of babies die unless Wilbur bribed him.
Fair enough. Honestly, I think what could have made that better is if, yeah, like you said, if Templeton was more like surprised, or maybe like he started to smile a little. Like, because again, he felt thanked, and he felt like he was doing the right thing. I don't know, because, I mean, people treat him like a rat because he is one.
On his hindquarters pecked to make you radiant, huh?
Do it and you'll get dibs on my slot for the rest of my life.
Done. Happy now, asshole? What's with you people?
Don't worry, Charlotte. They'll come out in a day or two.
Come on.
She passes away and Wilbur finds himself back at home swearing to look after the eggs. When they finally hatch, though, they literally take off.
Please don't go. Wait, wait.
Not even promising to call or thank him for all the time he spent raising them. Why don't you keep in touch, Chaplin and Buster in the other room?
We like it here.
However, 3 babies stay behind.
What are your names?
We don't know. We're minutes old. Not too bright, is he? We're gonna die if he raises us. I'm already coping with that.
All because someone stopped to see the grace and beauty and nobility of the humblest creature.
The little girl I mentioned in the beginning. Oh, wait, I mean the spider. Wait, we kind of go
Which
back
one?
and forth on who's the lone hero here.
That's a fair point, actually.
Little girl.
You did it all.
I was only describing what I saw.
A little girl did something that would change everything. It is not often
Fair
that someone
enough.
comes along who's a true friend and a good writer. Charlotte was both.
Maybe we should have said it was a collective effort. But we didn't. We started off saying it was a kid, but then ended by saying it was the spider. The kid doesn't even show up for the ending. Oh well. Again, not cat in the hat. And we can all
Yeah.
thank Jesus for that.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
And that was Charlotte's Web. It's good, but it should have been great. On the one hand, this can't be an easy live-action film to bring to the big screen. Directing animals and working with producers that no doubt wanted a good kids movie, but also clearly wanted to make money must have been difficult.
Yeah.
If you were told this is based on one of the great children's books, you'd know something was a little lost in translation. However, as I
Fair
mentioned
enough, I
earlier,
guess.
it might not be as lost on kids who grew up with it. I can see children watching this and finding it good enough that it introduces them to the book.
I certainly did.
And it certainly has good intentions.
I've seen
and
both.
enough of an understanding of what makes the story so memorable. It's just not the masterpiece the film deserves to be. But it's not a lost cause either. I guess I'm
It's
still
certainly
gonna
better
hold
than what we
complaints
were
with it.
doing last time, the freaking disaster movie. Ugh.
I still stand by the 73 version is better if you can just get past some of the goofier moments. But for a film that honestly does have a lot to live up to, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who still look back and call it some flick. I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Well, thanks for that, Doug.
Good things come to those who find it and shove it in their mouth.
Depends on what it is, Templeton. It depends on what it is. Well, certain. Okay, so overall, not too bad of a film, I say. I always remembered enjoying it, but I do kind of agree. It's kind of been forgetful for the most part, which is a shame because that is truly a very good and timeless story. Again, well, I think it captured it enough for me, so I don't know. I guess I can't add that much to it. Can't complain. I just kind of agree. Well, overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out my other videos. I'm going to be hopefully trying to get back into Paper Mario again. We are doing streams Saturday and Sunday. We do Power World Saturday, Grounded Sunday. Hope you guys will tune into then, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!